So I'm going to start off the tour of the Eartha M. White Historical Museum and Gardens. One of the many things that Eartha White did, she established this museum in 1936. Think about that. That was during the Depression. So while she's feeding the homeless and taking care of the disadvantaged, taking care of seniors in the old folks home and some of her other projects, she determined that there needed to be a museum to reflect the accomplishments of African Americans here in the United States. So we are standing in the parlor, and so the museum incorporated a collection of paper, of books, of photographs, of furnishings, and other little ripracks that lived in everyday life. And so here in the parlor, you will see furnishings. You will also see some pictures of some of her businesses, even the books from those businesses. You'll also see a great photo of her with the students where she taught in Bayard County. Yes, in addition to all that she did, Eartha White was an educator. And so here in the parlor, you're going to see, like right beside me, you see this great photo of a group of singers called the Oriental America Opera Company. And on the front row, the tiny person with that little waist is Eartha White. On the back row center, directly at top of Eartha White, you will see John Rosamond Johnson. He is the younger brother of James Weldon Johnson. And as you know, the brothers wrote Lift Every Voice and Sing right here in Jacksonville, Florida. The Oriental America Opera Company was put together to show that African Americans could sing other music forms other than watermelon music and sample songs. And this group was highly acclaimed, and they traveled the world. And Eartha White stayed with this group until her fiance died here in Jacksonville, and she returned to Jacksonville from New York. And that's when she really started focusing on all the activities and the social activism that we would later know her for. And so this is a great photo. So this is Eartha White, just so that you know. And look at that tiny waist. And she did have a beautiful singing voice. Zora Neale Hurston recorded her singing a lullaby that her adoptive mother, Clara, taught her. And Eartha White did have a beautiful singing voice. And this is John Rosamond Johnson, who also is a native of Jacksonville, Florida. John Rosamond went on to be a very important part of the development of blues and jazz and the kind of roles that African Americans got on the Broadway stage. He, with his partner Bob Cole and his brother John Rosamond, had a team of where they deliberately presented the black male on the Broadway stage in a positive light. His older brother, James Weldon Johnson, was their manager, and he and Bob Cole would travel the world being headliners in Paris, London, and even in Germany. And as you walk around, you're just going to see some of the things that was collected over the years. We have many, many books. Eartha White was an advocate for reading. Here at the Clara White Missions, one of the things you could do is come to the reading room. You come to the reading room at the Clara White Mission, get you a book, and sit down and read. So she was an advocate for literacy and enjoying the arts and culture. This wall are some wonderful, great pictures, highlights of Eartha's life and career. And one of my favorites of all is this trip when she went to Egypt. She was part of a delegation for Baptist churches. She was a delegate for Bethel Baptist Church. They initially went to London, and part of